Mike and my everyone, Joel Willans, author of 101 Very Finnish Problems, The Foreigner's Guide to Surviving in Finland, and creator of Very Finnish Problems. Been away for a little while, so I've been in Rome. I won't go into details about that. Just all you need to know is hot and sunny and glorious. But today, I thought I would look at foods. Finnish food every foreigner should try. I've got quite a substantial list, but I'm going to keep it to 5. My 5 favourites. Now, number 1 Finnish food that foreigners should try is this. Yes, doesn't look very appetising if I'm honest, but ruotsleipä, rye bread. When I first came to Finland and I tried rye bread, I mistaked it for horse food. I didn't believe that it was fit for human consumption. But since then, since living here for almost 12 years, I've become a total convert. And not only have I become a convert, but in fact, my entire family, with the exception of my mother, have also become converts. To the extent that when I go to the UK, my sister and my dad both arm wrestle over who's going to get the most rye bread. So rye bread, it's healthy, it's got a very distinct taste, it's incredibly hard. This is made by my father-in-law, Pekka Kurkijarvi. Thumbs up for this. Made from the same whatever he uses, some sort of like strange material for making bread. I can't remember what it's called. For 30 years, he's used the same recipe for 30 years. This stuff, lovely, nutritious. It lasts a lifetime. It literally, you can keep this in your fridge or in your cupboard and it will never go off. So rye bread, try rye bread. May take a while to get used to it, but I guarantee that you'll never look at fluffy white bread again once you've got your rye bread. So that's number 1. Number 2, Finnish food that every foreigner should try. Oh yes, look at these bad boys. Feel the quality in that. These are lingonberries. Fresh, well not fresh, but from the forest, otherwise known as metsämarjat, or forest berries. Forest berries, I'm from the countryside, I'm from Suffolk, which is well known for its fruit. But in Finland, you have a whole world of opportunity when you go to the forest. You've got blackberries and you've got lingonberries, of course you've got mushrooms, you've got all those other good things as well. But my particular favourite are the berries. And lingonberries, once again, little bit of an acquired taste, bitter, but they put sugar over them, taste lovely. My absolute favourite are blueberries, which are fantastic. I mean, if you ever get the opportunity to try Finnish blueberries, absolutely sign up for that. You will not regret it, I guarantee. So, number 3 on my list. Let's get his fingers right. Number 3 on the list is Beanie knackarit. Probably pronounced that wrong. Beanie knackarit. Small sausages. They're like tiny little chubby fingers. Sadly, I haven't got any here to show you, but I'm not a huge fan so much of Finnish massive sausages, because the Finnish sausages are in most other countries where people eat sausages, it wouldn't even be considered a sausage. More a solidified lump of flour with some weird skin wrapped around it. But the beanie nakkis, the little versions, the little chubby fingers, I think fantastic. They're bite size. You can stick them on a fork and fry them in the campsite fire. And they're not so overwhelmingly floury. So I'd absolutely recommend checking those out. Small, little chubby fingered sausages, beanie nakkari. What else we got? Oh, yes indeed, another one. And today, one of the reasons I actually thought about doing this video is because today my children were creating these pipparies. And they've got a particularly trippy selection. This looks like something done by the Illuminati. This looks like something that someone's done who's been on LSD. Look at them, crazy, artistic, beautiful. I really, really want to bite the head off this one, but I'm not sure, it may cause some problems later on. So I'm going to keep them whole, but just to say, these pippari, basically a gingerbread. In the UK when I was a kid, I hated gingerbread. It was always the last biscuit that I would take out of the tin, but I've been converted again, and now, well, you can't get away from them. They're everywhere, especially at Christmas. Not quite sure what that one. Oh, it's a ghost. Wow, crazy trippy ghost. Yeah, they're everywhere, and they've got this stuff on as well. and you can't get away from them at Christmas, and you shouldn't get away from them at Christmas because these bad boys rock, or girls in a boat, or whatever that is. So pippery, definitely get involved in that. And my final number 5, my 5th food stuff that I suggest is boro, or reindeer. Now, that could cause some people to, especially if you're not from Finland, oh, reindeer, how could you possibly eat Rudolph the Red-Nosed? It's a very typical response from people from the UK, for example. How could I possibly eat reindeer? Happy to eat cows, pigs, lamb, chicken, any other potentially cute animal. But when it comes to reindeer, they're suddenly, oh, I couldn't possibly eat reindeer. However, out of all the other animals I've just mentioned, reindeer are the ones that are most, you should have at least conscious about eating, because they run free, they run wild, they have a pretty good life, relatively good life. They're not kept in a factory farmed, they're not factory slaughtered. But more importantly than that, in terms of taste sensation, they taste absolutely lovely. I mean, it's a fantastic, really strong flavoured, fantastic meat to try, and not just at Christmas, anytime. You don't have to eat it like on the day that Rudolph may have been appearing at your house. You can basically have reindeer wherever you want. It's quite expensive because, as I understand it, my very bad knowledge of Finnish reindeer herding is that they cull them at a certain time of the year. But reindeer, I'd absolutely recommend it. It's a fabulous taste and well worth a go. So those are my top 5 Finnish foods that every foreigner should try. Number 1. Rye bread. Doesn't look so appetizing. Give it a go. You know, smell the quality. Number 2, metsämarjat. In this case, lingonberries. Look at those bad boys. Oh, so much nutrition there. Notice these are all pretty good for you. Okay, with the exception of beanie knackers, the chubby little finger things, chubby little sausages. Pipperators, the Illuminati biscuits with the little and the dancing bear creature. And boro, reindeer, Rudolph. So 5 top fantastic Finnish foods I'd recommend. We talk a lot more about foods in I Do My Very Finnish Problems, a Foreigner's Guide to Surviving in Finland, available from all good bookshops. And I hope, you know, if you've got any others, let me know. I'm a big fan of those particular 5. There are many more out there. If you like this video, if you have fantastic foods you want to share, you know what to do. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it, but ideally thumbs up, and subscribe here. Kiitos paljon, thanks for listening. Moikka moi. See you next week.